Yo, Natalie's face.
Dude, if she was like...
It also looks like she couldn't believe what she accomplished. Like,
No, she nailed it.
She was like, it works. It works, guys.
And there will be no China syndrome. We will not melt down here at Skankfest. That was, you looked so professional.
Yeah.
You looked amazing doing that.
It was more that I wanted these to be synced. So I hit them at the same
Oh, yeah. It's like two keys unlocking the Terminator arm.
Yeah.
You have to do it at the
That's
same
the
time.
nuke.
You have to do it at the same
Skankfest
time.
nuke is to record a podcast. I love that that's the thing you guys do, but also make the most difficult to do.
Do you think you'd be able to do that? To nuke some? If you were in the bunker.
Yeah.
You get the call, you're there, you're wearing the little Dickie kerchief.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you get the call from the president, like, we have to take out fucking China now.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd actually be, could you live with yourself?
I gotta be honest.
Hold on. Let's change it from a place you actually like, not China.
Ireland.
I was going to say, forget China. I was going to be like, China, I think everyone hates China right now, dude. Yeah, okay.
I think if there was like imminent peril, like
Yeah.
if we were supposedly in danger,
Yeah.
it was us or them, I think I could do a really good job of not even considering it real. Like I could disassociate or disconnect so much to the point where I'm like, this is a game. This is what I have to do to eliminate my opponent, and therefore it's not
You're
real
playing
lives.
Battleship with lives, dude. C9.
I really think, but isn't that kind of what the people in charge are
without a
actively
doubt.
doing, and they're not even thinking about it on a human level?
Dude, I think that when it comes at, I think war now, at least, I've never been to
What is
war.
it good for?
Yep.
Sorry.
Why would you do that, dude? Come on. I do think war now is like I've never fought.
Yeah,
I'm not going to steal.
even though you
out.
look like you've been in like 3 consecutive tours.
Dude, I thought about, you know what's crazy? I was talking about it the other day. I don't drink and I don't do drugs.
That's
dude.
right.
I don't do any of that.
I admire that about
But
you.
what I do is I go down rabbit holes on YouTube, which are way more addictive and
Yes.
way more detrimental
Dude, hold
to a
on.
man's mental health.
I have no idea where my bag is. I just realized that now. Damn it. All right, well, I'll find it after the show, and that's just something I'll be thinking of this
gone.
whole time. It's a sling backpack. I don't even know where it could be. Is it over there? It is over there.
Mike.
You guys just saw marijuana happen to a man in real time.
And this is the End Podcast with Ryan Shaner. I'm joined by the fucking goddamn drug addict,
Forgetful.
Mike Cannon.
Dude, that's a humiliating moment
that was-
captured on camera.
dude, I
You
don't
saw the
know-
real panic too, right?
I don't know if that camera caught my... I was like, dude, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
You gave me high anxiety.
Yeah. I have my notebook in there too. Like that's the big thing is I was considering not bringing my notebook, but I also wanted to look and
You
see
got
what
secrets.
jokes. I just have jokes that I want to potentially try that might
Yeah.
be Skankfest appropriate
Yeah.
that don't work for the general public.
I got you.
You know, so I had ideas and then I just thought I squandered all of
I
my.
honestly there was scared. I was like, fuck. And then, you know what? I started thinking about my bag, which is with my girlfriend. I was like, she's not going to
She's not even watching
She's
it.
not even watching it right
Yeah.
now. She's getting distracted by silver or like some sort of shiny thing maybe.
Some
I don't
horse shit that
know.
women value.
You know, things.
Yeah.
She's getting distracted by things that I don't have. She's around rich, successful comedians and us. You know, we took Frontier to get here.
That's right.
You know, our ass bones hurt.
Frontier, isn't that an Alaskan? Like, I didn't even know that goes to Philly.
It does. No, I think you're. No, it goes to Philly.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Alaskan Airlines.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mike.
You've gotten me at my worst,
Yeah,
buddy.
this is kinda crazy.
You've gotten me at my complete worst. It's midday, first day of Skankfest,
You're like,
and
I
I've
slept through my alarms. I'm like, hey, you want to be on? Do you want to talk for an hour? You fucking.
What were we talking about? Serving?
We were talking
You
about
don't serve.
But also, before we get, do you, anything you want to plug for anybody?
Oh yeah,
listening or
check
watching?
out my 2 podcasts, Fart Carnival, me and Brendan Sagalow. It's a
Great.
wild and zany time, and then Beautiful Boys with Andy Haynes. It's a dad-centric pod.
Amazing.
So if you have children and you're interested in hearing just 2 struggling men discuss their issues, that's the one for
It's
you.
right up a lot of people's alley right now.
Yeah.
I think so many people are. I don't have any kids, but
Yeah.
I also know the struggle of children.
Interesting way of saying that.
You know what?
I also know what it's like to watch children struggle under my weight.
I watch kids get off the bus and fall all the time. I watch fat kids with book bags struggle. Oh, I'm like, man, it's got to be hard having a fatty kid.
I'll tell you what, though, kids are a good thing. Like, I have ADHD and some things, and I think like I've just learned that like smoking weed is kind of me like for me it's like a cat with a laser. Like it gives me something to focus on as opposed of so it like reins me in.
Yeah.
I also think kids are like a nice scapegoat for like all of your problems.
Without
where
a
I don't
doubt.
even think of it on a negative level. Like I don't put it on them, but in my head I'm like I'd be fine if I
Kids are
didn't
the
have
new, like, I have diabetes. I have cancer. I can't do this.
Right.
I wish I could.
I
wish I could. I have to take care of
but I have
this
these
kid.
two masses that are growing on me.
You have living things.
Yeah.
And if you got to take care of them. You're obligated.
I am obligated by the law.
Are you You seem like a capable dad, though.
I am, yeah.
You seem like a
yeah. I mean, I'm into it. I really love it. So I'm not. There's nothing really funny about being super into it.
Fatherhood. Best thing about fatherhood. Best thing
is I mean, the best thing, dude, is it's kind of like I've had moments where my kids look so much like me, and this is a narcissist perspective of parenthood.
Here we go.
But sometimes you're watching you discover life for the first time, and it's the trippiest mind meld of time, space continuum, and it's like, man, I was but a boy. At one point in my life, I was just a blank boy.
Are you worried that now some things you discovered, did you ever discover them in a very reckless or stupid way?
Yeah.
Are you worried that your children will discover things the
No, I
same
know
way?
it.
Oh,
I know it. It's inevitable. If anybody who's trying to control that is kind of insane because this is all a free fall.
How old are your kids?
6 and 1.
6 and 1.
Yeah.
Now the 6-year-old.
Yeah. He's a real person.
Are you worried about like fire? Playing with matches? You worried about?
Not yet.
lighter?
No, he's more of he's a careful kid. What we're dealing with right now is he's feeling very safe and very comfortable in talking back, and that's not something that we've taught. Obviously, like where it's not something we do in our house, and it's something that like is such a fucking trigger for me because my entire childhood was me talking back and then just getting blasted.
I was gonna say, now you're not, again, you don't strike me as the type of guy who strikes.
No, because I got struck.
Dude. Yeah.
Because I got struck.
Well, that's honestly.
I was slipping punches by the time I was 6. By the time I was my kid's age, I was like well adept. Yeah. My mom's hitting me. I'm just covering up. I'm like, tire yourself out, you bitch.
Do you now see that's good that you learned not to pass that down.
Yeah.
It's not you're not trickling down.
Which, by the way, if you hit your kids, I don't care. Like, because if you talk about that in front of other parents that do it, they take it as an immediate, an immediate commentary on how they parent.
Sure.
And it's like, I'm not out there to tell you what to do. I just got hit, and this is what happened. So that's why I know I shouldn't do it to my kids.
Here's the thing. Would you say you got hit or were you beat?
I mean, both. I was hit more consistently, beaten on special occasions.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I definitely got like worked a few times.
Oh, now when you say work, was it like duration or just like one big wall?
Duration, both.
Okay.
I mean, my mom used to turn her rings inside out.
Oh, that's never mind. I'm taking some things
She had different tactics. Like there was behind closed doors beatings, and then there's public.
Yeah.
So she used to monkey bite. The back of my arm in public.
It's crazy when I talk to people. I said one thing that I do think is a very good quality or like it like shows like they are a quality person is meeting someone who is hit enough.
Yeah.
The right amount of times, not like to a point where their brain scrambled and they can't be touched or something like that.
Yeah.
When you meet somebody like, oh, you were disciplined the right amount of way. Sure, you knew that like if you fucked up, there will be repercussions. But it's like some people. I knew a dude who his dad did put cigarettes out on him, and it was like that. I'm like, that's too far.
That's a step too far.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Flicking a cigarette, maybe.
Well, like once it reaches Guantanamo levels,
no
to where you're like,
waterboarding.
you're torturing a war criminal.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? I mean, I also, I'm fine externally, and I think how I exist in the world is more or less like okay. But in my head, I doubt everything that I do, and it's all because I've been struck.
It's funny. I look back. And when I was a kid, my mom, so like my dad was a very like passive dude.
Yeah.
He was like a drunk, but like party time guy.
Yeah.
So every time
Fun.
you were doing something stupid, he was like, yeah, dude. Well, you guys just light something on fire? Fuck yeah. Oh, wait, let's never talk about this though. So it was never like, the discipline was like, hey, do you want your mom to find out about this? That was like, oh, fuck, we do not want that lady to find out anything. So when it came down to like physical like discipline, it was all my mom.
Yeah.
And she was like very no nonsense. But it was never like slapping. It was like, oh, you watched a few videos. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You know how to do
and also
some
what
shit.
she likely endured at the
Straight up.
hands of her parents.
It was wild. So like the craziest thing she ever did, me and my younger brother, and keep in mind, every time I was hit by when I was a kid, I never was like, what was that for?
Right.
I was like, yeah, I know exactly what the fuck I did.
Yeah.
Like, maybe
I may
a
have
little-
even intentionally stepped up to the line.
I honestly knew. I knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
And one of the things me and my younger brother were tasked with cleaning up dog shit in our backyard.
Yes.
And she gave us shovels. We were like maybe 7 or 8. And she gave us shovels, and she lined a radio flyer wagon
Nice.
with a trash bag. And she's like, just put the poop in the trash bag, and I'll throw it. Now, simple enough.
Sure.
Now, we had 3 dogs. Tons of shit. Our backyard was
Just
a
pile,
minefield.
like triceratops shit.
Yeah, dude, it was so gross. And one of our dogs was getting up there in age.
Oh,
so
yeah.
his shit was not
It wasn't
normal.
even in one place.
Dude, it was. He used to lay
It's like a
these
mob
shits
body.
that were. Yeah, dude, it was awful shits. Like, it was fucked up. He used to take these pancake batter size shits, and they would float on the grass, and then they'd sink down into the grass.
Oh, yeah.
where you wouldn't even see it until you're like running
Rice
around.
patty shits.
Dude. It was VC shit. It was fucking. It was definitely like there's a
God.
trap. So we're trying to clean up this shit. We were like, you know, you do it like 5 or 6 times. You're like, this is dumb. This is bullshit. And I remember like having like, you know what would be the better idea? Why don't we take the shovels, we'll prop it up on the side of the wagon, and we'll slam the other end of the shovel down, and it'll fling the shit out of the yard.
Yeah.
It'll just fling it out of the yard.
Yes.
We won't have to worry
And once
about
it's out of the yard, it doesn't exist.
It's gone. We're actually helping, and we're actually reducing waste. You don't have to play. There's this bag in the trash.
The neighbors'
It's-
windows are
it's
just caked with
green
shit.
dude. We flung shit everywhere, and our neighbor's house was getting hit.
Oh, my God.
But then what happens is, when you're a boy, you're like, yeah, this is the fun. This is the most fun shit.
Yeah, of course.
in the world. So we're like trying to get it over roofs. We're going, and then the fun was immediately cut off. Immediately cut off. And my mom was like, what? Like, opened the back door. Like, what are you doing? Marched out and grabbed both of us by the back of the head and slammed us together like 3 Stooges. Oh my God. Now, when that happened,
7 years old. Man.
when that happened, I remember falling back on the grass and being like getting up. And
Yeah.
my younger brother, dude, him being sprawled out was just like I don't know if he was, I mean, he was hurt, but I think he was also like, if I just lay still, nothing else can happen to me.
Yep.
And then she was like, now you got to clean it up.
Yeah.
We
I
had to-
wonder if, sorry to cut you off, but I wonder if somewhere in there,
Yeah.
like as soon as she did that, and as soon as she heard the coconuts
Yeah.
and saw your young splayed out bodies, I wonder if there was like a sliver of like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that, followed by getting defensive about your own self-doubt and then screaming even harder
No,
right after.
I remember after she did it, she actually took a mirror out and put it under Kyle's nose. And then was just like, he's fine. She's like, get up, get up.
See, this is the point where my horseshit, layman psychology, just I don't have enough life experience.
It's out of there.
Yeah.
So then we had to go. Actually, us getting smacked around with that instance was not the problem. That was like getting physically, messed with from my mom. I was like, you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
Her making us then go to the neighbors and knock on the door and then apologize and ask them if we can clean the poop off of their house.
Yeah.
And having them being like, what's on my fucking house?
Yeah.
And they're like,
no.
wait a minute, what? And we're crying while we're doing. So they have to be approached at like 10:30 in the morning by 2 crying children with their moms
With
standing,
just lumps on their
standing in
head.
the back, disoriented,
Tweety birds around both of you.
cross-eyed children. You don't know what we did. And they're like, well, you did what? And we're like, we threw poop at your house and we had to clean it off. And my mom's just like, let him clean it off, Steve. So now they have to like be like, sure.
Yeah.
And now we're like, wiping
the
down.
neighbors become a part of your parenting.
They are, and they're like, they're just like, I'm glad you guys told us.
Yeah.
And we're like, why were you? And then the question, there was no like, they were like, oh, well, why did it, how did it get on the house?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was like, never mind how it got on. I think my mom was like protecting us in a way, like, I don't want you to know how dumb my children are. Just know that they are dumb.
Yeah, I think creative. I think that's looked at in the wrong way. I also think that the most futile question in the world to ask kids is why.
Oh.
Why did you do what you just did? Because they don't fucking know. It's a literal, it's as if they're on coke and their pure id is running the show. And so whatever felt good in that moment of you guys doing that and the feeling you had inside of you,
Without
you
a
may
doubt.
have well have done like a bump of rainbows. Like you were out of your mind on kid drugs of
Pure
joy.
euphoria,
Yeah,
dude.
that's it.
Yeah, and the worst part is I still have that.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
There have been times where my girlfriend's like, why did this happen? I'm like, I don't know why I did any of that.
Yeah.
I'm just an idiot. I'm a boy.
I'm a little boy.
I don't know what's going on. And
Yeah.
dude, there will be times like one thing, and again, she moved in and there were things about my lifestyle I had to change.
Sure.
And one of the things I would do is like, even when I was like, I used to have it, and I threw it away before she moved in, so she never saw it. But there was a pen and paper by the toilet,
Yeah.
with tally marks.
Oh.
And really, what that was is when I would pee, I would count how many times I could go around the bowl, and I try to break my record.
The tally seems inefficient.
dude, and you're like-
you're swirling and tallying
So
at the
you're
same
holding
time.
your dick with one hand moving, you're like,
Dude, that's like patting your head and rubbing your belly. That's
I was-
insane.
But the thing is, you can tell where I was like getting a little like.
you can just count it and then rate the number.
No, dude, I was like, I thought it was funnier with the fucking notepad.
Yeah.
And it was funny too because like I was living with a dude who like dude, my roommate. Like I never did anything crazy, like super crazy, but like I would do little things, and he'd be like, I live here, right? Like I'm bringing women back to this place too, and
we're seeing a yellow pan with tallies on it next
and
to the
there's
toilet.
just crazy Tony Hawk pee stains over the side. They don't make any sense. And I was like, and like I would do that. She's like, there's sometimes she's like, why are you in the bathroom so long? I'm like, I'm trying to break a PR.
Yeah.
Why don't you shut the hell up?
Dude,
And
Michael Phelps' girlfriend asked him why he spent so much time in the fucking pool.
You get it. Just shouting through the door.
Greatness takes sacrifice.
I'm gonna be on that Wheaties box, babe. You don't fucking understand what I do. But yeah, it's like I know, like when she moved in, there was like things I was like, I should probably get rid of this.
Yeah,
probably get rid of this.
I mean, that's anybody who's like, my girlfriend took over my space. It's like for all the best
No.
reasons. You can't live as two people. Like I can live in her environment. She can't live like me.
No.
You know what? And
I know
justifiably,
exactly what you mean.
Because I looked at it actually before I left my hotel room. I'm like, oh, this is who I am. As soon before I
Yeah.
left, which is clothes and jizz everywhere. Like towels, I used all of them already. I've been here for 8
Wait, were
hours.
now, when you say towel, you're a jizz towel guy?
What am I? Poor?
Hold on.
Dude, I was jizzing in towels when when my family was poor, and my parents had to like sign up for Bed Bath and Beyond points because I was just
So many
crusting
towels.
up every fucking towel they
Dude,
had.
the biggest fear I ever had being a kid was like my mom would find a catch rag.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
catch rag.
Catch rag, dude.
That's excellent.
That was going to be my wrestler persona for a little bit.
You're just wearing a towel suit of armor.
It's like a ghost, but the eyes are crusty around him. Like, you don't touch me. I take it off. I cut my face with how sharp it is.
That's outstanding.
But
I
yeah.
had my dad. The only sex talk I really got when I was like my dad talked to me about sex when I was 19. That's when he tried.
Jesus.
But when I was like 12 or 13. I was coming in towels, and we had we had 2 TVs in our house, so we didn't have like an upstairs for the kids and a downstairs.
Sure.
We had the living room, and then my parents' room had a TV. So if my parents were in the living room, which they often were, I'd go into their room to watch
You
TV.
maniac.
Well, this isn't where you think, but I have done that. I have jerked off on my parents' bed when I was a kid for sure, which I felt was odd even at the time.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
That's like just leaving an ingredient somewhere. What are you doing?
Yeah, and it also the once I learned like what it was, I was like, my dad's cum is coming in his bed. You know what I mean,
dude?
Like that's
That's cum inception, dude. That's fucking wild.
And nobody, there was no totem. I had no totem.
Dude, what are you
I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to find my way back.
You don't know what's real and not anymore.
So my dad is like, so what are you doing in this dream
He's
world?
going to come with no regret. So you went into your parents' room,
And I heard as I was walking past, I heard my mom be like, Kevin, talk to him. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. And so I walked in, I sat on their couch that was at the foot of their bed, and I just like turned on TV, and my dad like walked in like the T-Rex, like fucking like water glasses rippling. He's a huge Irish guy. And he walks in and he's like, you just can't do it in the towels. He didn't even say what it was or what he was talking about, and we both knew, and I was like, what? And he's like, come on. He's like, just not in the you're ruining the towels. And I'm like, all right. And it didn't stop me like one bit. I just had one towel that I used until it was armor, and then I threw it out.
Yeah, dude, that was the thing. Like, I remember I had I had the bottom part of cut off jeans that I was using. I was...
I mean, they'll never tear when they hit the pavement.
Dude, you couldn't bust them. I was busting on them, but they were durable.
Yeah,
dude.
Laminated jeans.
But I remember thinking, like, my biggest fear is like, yo, I know like washcloths, like we have them in the house, but like if one goes, my mom was a nut. She's like, if one was missing, she's like, where's that washcloth at?
Yeah,
I know you had Ryan.
It's my third favorite.
So I was like, yo, I can't.
Yeah,
I gotta find another way.
Dude, you ever try to wipe jizz with an already Frank, Natalie? I assume it's not the same for you. I've hurt myself by accidentally like going too hard with the hard part of the towel and just been like, fuck.
Wiping up with that, you look like Reagan from The Exorcist. It's just got so many scars
Your
on
dick's
you.
puking pea
It's
soup.
Like, oh no, yeah, dude. I used to come in this piece of cut off jeans, and I would then fold it. Like, I don't know what my
you cuffed him,
dude.
You were a seamstress. With adhesive.
I was a jizz hipster. Dude. I was doing it before it was cool. Dude.
You didn't even have to iron on your patches.
I'd fold it and then I'd put it under my bed, and then I was so afraid of like it because we had dogs and like we had a cat.
Yeah, I
was so afraid of it like being found, and then I would put like a book over top of it. So I'm just like, just like dry flowering jizz.
Oh, dude. My God.
And then what would happen is there was a dude, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a gay artist.
Yes. Yeah.
There was a time I remember I pulled it out, I'm like, oh man, and you're like hitting the table with it.
Yeah.
And then I pulled it apart and it was a cum Rorschach.
Oh. Oh no.
And I remember being like, that ain't half bad.
Yeah. That ain't half bad.
I was like,
what's my father hitting me with a newspaper doing in here?
Part of me. I could show this to people and have them relive trauma. I remember thinking like, I could probably frame this.
Yeah.
And then no one would know. Like, part of me is like, they would never, then no one would be like, what is that, comb?
That's also kind of like a Seattle art display. Like, don't they do like period art and shit like that? So it's not like far enough away. Like, I could have, but I wouldn't. Rorschach?
Here's the thing, I wouldn't be the first. That's what's so shitty.
Natalie, can you look up whether or not semen Rorschach
I'm telling you, there's
art
probably
exists?
dudes in Finland.
How could there not be? The fact that we've stumbled on this so easily means that this has been an
and
economy.
They weren't even using jeans. They were using like nice cotton linen.
100 papyrus
stuff.
They just pressed it.
It was just very beautiful.
Yeah.
Decorative.
They probably actually even put leaves between the paper.
Without a doubt, man.
There's a lot we could do with this.
That's why I remember like I was laughing to myself. I was like, no one would ever know. Like if I put this in a frame, like
Yeah.
I wonder how long it would take people to figure out. And then
will you ever forget and then like unbunch a piece of like you jizz and you folded the clothing and then you like peel it, but it almost like flakes like it's one of those wedding invitations with glitter. And you're like, what the fuck? You're like, come on, man, who filled my shirt with organic glitter?
It's a boy. Ew. It's like a gender reveal party. Nobody wants that.
It's a gender reveal. It's like, the way you know that it's a boy is it's cum.
It's cum.
Yeah.
You have cum.
That's not bad.
That's actually pretty good.
We got a lot of businesses, irons in the fire right
dude,
now.
I wanted to name this podcast $1 Billion Ideas.
What is this called?
The End. The End podcast.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. What is it about?
Just it's shits and gigs.
Because I talk
dude.
about my trauma on podcasts all the time, and people hate it.
Well, here's the thing. You have a good buffer because I talk about my trauma.
Nice.
And people are like, wow, he's retarded, so I have to like it.
But when I talk to people like you, it may like you seem so much more tough and so much more resilient and everything, and your trauma seems real while mine seems gay and fake.
No, I think what it is because a lot of like, especially the people who really do like my podcast, they're like, oh, that guy is like, I'm not the smartest guy, Mike.
I disagree.
I'm not the smartest guy.
All right. I'll let you have this.
No, you know what it is? Don't let the jizz Rorschach art. I'm a genius.
Yes.
In some ways.
Yeah.
But really, I think what it is because like, when I fuck up, I'm very like open about fucking up.
Same.
I don't have oh no, I shouldn't fucking talk about that.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, when you are very like, that's because I'm retarded.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot. People are like, oh, I get that.
Yes.
I know what the fuck that guy's talking about. Especially when I just said earlier where I'm like, I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
People are like, I totally understand.
I feel like is that sorry to include Natalie in this, but I'm sorry to include, but I am interested in the female perspective of that. Like, do you have that? Like, do you have the thing where you'll do something that is inherent, that consciously you would never probably do, but you just did it as such a fucking like reflex that you didn't even think of it?
For sure, but not nearly as reckless
Got
or
you.
dangerous things.
Yeah.
It's always dangerous with guys.
Yeah.
We're pretty. You know what it is? Danger rules, dude.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down. I'm sorry, ladies. Danger is all. You think, like, the thing is, danger rules so much that we think chicks dig danger. That's really what it is. Danger is so. Dudes are so horny for danger. We think like, yo, chicks are also horny for this danger. There's no way I'm not going to get pussy jumping off the gravitron while it's operating.
Then you're like,
it's gonna happen.
You're like Uncle Jesse in Full House riding his motorcycle on the side of the building.
Dude,
you know,
you're just like people are like, oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Did you see that episode?
Yeah,
it's a real episode. This is why I've not made it in comedy, is because all of my references are from like a 6-year window of my childhood.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I've made Perfect Strangers references. And,
Balky, Baltakamus.
And
hardest I've ever laughed. Hardest I've ever laughed is when there was an episode of Balky having a dentist appointment and his mouth was numb and he sipped water and it poured out of his mouth, and fucking 7-year-old me shit blood. It was so funny.
Bronson is he's an amazing physical actor.
He's great.
And
I didn't even know that was his name.
Yeah, it's Bronson Pinochet or something.
Pinochet.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
No, I think I said on stage once, I can't even remember the joke, but I went, don't be ridiculous. And people chuckled.
Yeah.
But I know the people that chuckled were like, did that motherfucker just make a Perfect Strangers reference? And you're like,
or even worse, they just thought it was a silly voice.
Yes.
That's the worst part, is when you're like, I've made it with at least 6 of you. And they're like, that was just funny.
Yeah, no, that
the
was
way you
goofy.
talk, not
but you
like
know what, man? I looked on YouTube. You're a fucking hack, dude. You stole that.
Yeah,
You stole that from the original TGIF lineup, you piece of shit.
That's what's fun about doing comedy in 2025 is you have forensic comedy fans who are like,
man.
I heard that thought in a 1983 new comedian special from Mike Hamburger Jones. Whatever the fuck his real name was. It's like you stole that. It's like, I don't know, man. I haven't consumed nearly as much comedy as you.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking, and I got there.
I used to think I was a comedy fan, and then I met like real comedy fans, and I'm like, oh, you guys have
You're
like
a novice, dude.
Yeah, I mean it. So this is where my fandom ended with a lot of things. Is like I was a basketball fan, so I played basketball.
Yeah.
You know, I was a comedy fan, so I did comedy.
stand-up, yeah.
I just stopped. Like, so when I stopped, part of you stops studying it once you like, or studying other people.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain my girlfriend, and not just my current girlfriend, past girlfriends, she'd be like, you know, for a guy who does stand up, you sure don't watch a lot of it. And I'm like, it's because I'm surrounded by it.
Yeah, all the time.
And all of the people that I really do enjoy, I can go see physically.
Yeah.
I can go, and like, don't get me wrong, if they have like a special on, I'll check it out because I'm like, one, blown away, and two, I'm like proud of my boys doing shit. But when it really comes down, like if something's really getting me, it's like, I don't like, yeah, maybe I'll just try and do that. And that's where I know the element of danger comes into it too.
Yeah.
Because when I would see people do stunts, I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. And that was my biggest fear, was like, I don't want to get wrapped up in that world.
Yeah.
So I would watch daredevils do things, and I'd be like, man, if I was, I don't know if I'd have to be a little bit dumber or a little bit smarter. I don't know which one, but I'm just on that perfect, I'm just stupid enough to not somehow accidentally.
I think that's an astute way to look at comedians in general. And sure, there's outliers in the spectrum, but it's like comedians are at a frustrating point of intelligence where, like, if we were dumb, we wouldn't really probably have to do this, right? Because you'd find a lot of joy out of other stuff, or a little bit dumber, where I don't even want to say dumb because it sounds so negative, but just like if you were just like not as curious as you are, you could just kind of like enjoy life as a voyeur, like just watch it and be like, that's entertaining and that's entertaining. I don't have to do anything.
Being a full-blown spectator is gotta be the best feeling. It's like, but not, and again, I'm not saying like, you know, people who are fans of comedy, like, not saying you're wrong, dude. It's like in my head, I'm like, I wish I could be that pumped about anything.
Totally.
Like anything, and even the things I'm super fucking jazzed on, it wanes, and it really does piss me off.
Yes,
like that's my biggest gripe, is like I'll just get into something like, man, why did I even give a fuck about that? And I'm constantly, the worst part is like, especially like I'm a big Flyers fan, and
you are,
I'm kidding. They're playing tonight, baby.
That is cool. It's an old school.
Yeah, it's old. It's actually, this isn't crust. This is cum. I used to cum on this.
Nice. That's one of your old cummies.
I would put it together. This is actually jizz. It just made the Flyers emblem. It's pretty
That's
sick.
how fucking Philly you are.
I come orange.
My cum looks like Eric Lindros.
Yo, I've got gritty jizz.
He was on the Flyers, right?
Eric Lindros was on the Flyers.
Okay, good.
One of the most, man.
Does he have vicious CTE at this point of his life? He has to, right?
Well, you know what's crazy is if he does, he's wearing it very well.
Oh, okay, good.
He's wearing it very well.
Good.
There used to be a guy when Lindros played, there was a guy on the New Jersey Devils named Scott Stevens.
I remember him. Yeah.
Had Lindros's, and Stevens was a beast.
Yeah.
He had Lindros's number so many times.
He was like the tough, hard-nosed defender guy that laid wood,
Dude,
right?
it
Like,
was crazy. So like, and the crazy thing about CT, I'm kind of waiting for that to catch up with me. I'm kind of. I think if anything,
can somebody, just punch in on the look on your face when you said that,
when it
because
comes
was
down
so
to fear,
sincere.
dude, there are times, like I'm 41 now.
Yeah.
There are times I catch myself during the day doing something, I'm like, oh man, if I'm doing this when I'm 8, I'm gonna die. This is crazy. And like I've had 6.
Dude, I forgot my bag was over there.
Well, that's because you're smoking the weed, dude.
I haven't yet today. I haven't. That is just remnants of retardation.
That's
that's a tough look for me personally.
No, but you wear it well.
Thanks, buddy.
It's one of those things where like if someone's like, yo, Cannon's being fucking retarded, I'd be like, nah, he's good, dude.
He's good, dude.
Nah, dude. It's just him being him. Accept it or don't. But I've had 6 concussions.
6?
6.
Wait, so 6 cataloged?
Yeah,
Like
oh,
you
yeah.
know for sure?
Yeah.
So then you don't know if you've had others outside of that.
I don't know about this.
But you've gotten your bell rung, I'm sure.
I've only had 2 concussions where I was knocked unconscious.
What do you mean only though, dude? That's 2 more than almost everybody in this entire
What
festival.
are you talking about?
Only
Are
where
you
you've
try-
been.
Wait a minute. Michael, are you trying to tell me there are people out in that green room alone who have only had 2 concussions?
Fair enough,
We just
yeah.
stared down a guy who
Yeah.
looks like he was born with a concussion.
Yeah, whoever Matan's preemie baby skinny guy is or whatever, that guy with the fucking intense Skeletor
Dude,
face, he really iced up me
He
and
did.
Shaner outside.
He did. But that guy's the type of dude who I'm like, when I see him, I was like, I don't know if you're mad or you just have no idea what I look
I know,
like.
but I
actually
actually
don't know.
Does any part of you really like admire that? Like so that
Oh, yeah, no,
that type of self-assuredness and the ability to walk around
Dude.
a festival being a fucking freak show.
I will always appreciate dedication to a bit, even if I hate the bit.
Yeah, and I hate the bit.
And I was not a fan.
Yeah.
But he didn't at any point in time crack.
No.
At no point
on
in
the
time.
show, I think it's a good bit. I've seen
Oh,
the
yeah.
clips, and I think he like that whole thing is very funny. I think their show.
Yeah.
But in life, the fact that he's walking around like that right now, and in backstage, so he's not in the festival grounds like commingling with it. This is with other comedians, and he's literally like
He's crushing.
He stared at us for no less than 2 minutes.
2 minutes straight.
and while walking away from us, and both Ryan and I were like, is this actually
No,
happening?
You were thinking that. I was like, I hope it fucking
Yeah,
happens,
he was
dude. I
ready to
like,
go,
you
and I was like,
fucking
"Am I going to have to
No.
open
yeah,
hand?
I wouldn't know
Am I going to
to
limp wrist punch somebody?"
Honestly, that would have been a great picture.
Yeah,
Is
just
me throwing a fist and you like,
Just with the bottom, just like I'm trying to open a spaghetti jar.
hey, everybody. When you're in bed and you want to know you're going to perform, skip the stress and get Hims. Hims gives you access to straightforward ED support that's designed around you. Get personalized prescription treatment options for ED. Hims offers trusted generics at cost 95% less than the brand names. Hims also has in-house products like Hard Mints and Sex RX plus Climax Control with 100% online access to treatment plans. Hims brings expert care right to you. To get a simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/the end. That's hims.com/THEEND, the end, for your online free visit. hims.com/the end. Actual price will depend on the product and subscription plan. Featured products include compound drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See the website for details, restrictions, and more important safety information. Now, back to the end. All right, we're going to try and play these phone calls. Natalie, I'm going to go with the first one that, and she'll play it on there. We'll listen here, and then we'll sync it up later.
Nice.
So this is the first...
Yo, Shaner, it's your boy Doug again. How you doing, buddy? I'm just smoking some pot, driving home from work, and it got me thinking. Did you ever have a old messed up screen name or something on AOL? When I was a kid, I had 2 fucked up screen names. One was, I'm sorry to whoever this offends, Tricks are for and Exterminator 69. Yeah, man. Crazy shit. Just wondering what you possibly had. All right, buddy. Yeah.
The tone didn't match like the way he talks. It didn't match the screen name.
Doug, I got to be honest with you, did not see those names coming.
Emphasis on Nazi.
Yeah.
I missed it. What was the second one?
I didn't play the second one yet. Did you
No,
get
what
the,
was his second?
Exterminator 69.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was
I'm
going
glad now there's a clip of me saying that.
Yeah. That's fine. Mine was 6 million question mark. You know?
Oh,
And it
6
was-
million overblown.
And it was sick million question because I was a big Slipknot fan. That was
Nice.
sick,
That
dude.
is cool. That is cool.
No, I had a my screen name was Bearded Clam.
I like that.
Bearded Clam.
Yeah. That's pussy.
That was, I was a big fan of Puss.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Second Gunman 13.
Was that a JFK reference?
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you for getting
Wow,
that.
yeah.
Off the bat. 13 seconds into this Zapruder film. Thank you for getting that off the bat.
That makes me feel really good.
That was fucking tight.
I used to host a conspiracy podcast.
There were
so that
people
makes
I would
sense.
say that to, and like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, you don't get it. The grassy knoll.
I'm right there.
All right.
Mine was, I had one that was loose. 03 for loose cannon. My middle school coach called me that, and I called him Hair Plugs Ted. It was like I was not a good kid. And then I had one. I got 1.5 thumbs because I have 1.5 thumbs. Isn't that crazy? Like Megan Fox.
Yeah, that's Jesus, gross, dude.
Yeah, me, Megan Fox, and Sinai Latham from Love and Basketball have a fucking retard toe thumb on one of our hands.
All right, we're gonna play one more,
three
and
badass bitches.
and then I gotta bounce. But I appreciate you being on.
This
the
is
show,
the
man.
best time of my life.
Yo, Shaner, it's Clark. Hey, I got a question for you. I've been outside working in the yard a lot recently. We have an abundance of squirrels this year. The thought comes to mind, if all at once these squirrels decide to attack me, and I'm caught out in the open, no weapon, how many can I successfully fend off before they overwhelm me? I'm a little worried. It's not as many as I was originally thinking.
I know the exact number. I also these listeners are very funny because they're like, you are in and of yourself like what you call yourself as the dumb workman, whatever, and then you're also this like sensitive artist, also kind of like intellectual, very deep thinker, and your fans really mirror that because this is like was like very slow, very kind, and then also just like throw you curveballs.
Yeah. I will say this. I think honestly, only 2 squirrels at a time.
That's
Two squirrels
exactly
at a
the
time.
number I was going to say.
squirrels at a
2
time.
is what you could potentially fend off and run back in the house because you're not going to beat them to death. If it's a fight to the death, 2 will take
done.
you down.
And honestly, I think the thing is when you kill a squirrel, you have to do it in front of another squirrel.
Yeah.
And you have to do it like like very small, snap the
Yes.
neck,
Yeah.
like Seagal, and then
Yeah.
hold it up to the other squirrels and kind of like show them what's going on. Another thing would be cool if I knew how to do it like quick. I'd pull out the heart.
Oh.
Like a little squirrel heart.
Just smash your
And then
fingers through
have
its
it
rib
be
cage.
beating. All right, Clark, thank you so much.
Yeah.
This has been the End Podcast with Ryan Shaner.
I'm sorry.
I just got a text saying like, we need you at the tent.
I was going to say pop a squirrel's head off like a dandelion.
Oh my God, this has been the End Podcast with Ryan Shaner, Mike Cannon. Thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
having
being
me,
on the
buddy.
show. I appreciate you so
Time of my
much.
life.
Make sure you call the hotline 833-443-5300. We'll address any comment, question, concern, or possible way to kill a squirrel you got. Thank you very much. This has been live from Skankfest.
I found
Thank
my
you.
bag.
Later.